Hello every pony, this is Flash Notion, the Ponified Talking Hand, back with another episode reaction, and this time we're going to be taking a look at Season 7, Episode 15, Triple Threat. Now that sounds like a really bad thing, but it's actually a really good thing, because this episode's going to be awesome. Alright, so, basic premise, here's what I know. Spike has managed to invite both Ember and Thorax to Ponyville on the same day, and he's worried that they're not going to get along, so he's trying to keep them apart. I'm not really... I don't... It's kind of a similar premise to... now that I think about it, it's kind of a similar premise to Sweet and Elite, I think is the title. Way back when, I think this was either episode... or season 1 or 2, definitely. But Rarity was trying to hang out with both the Canterlot Elite ponies, and she was trying to hang out with her friends, and that kind of thing wasn't working out. I feel like that's the sort of thing that we're going to have happen in this episode, only more hilarious because it's Spike! It's Butt Monkey! So, I'm just wondering overall, how long is it going to take for the truth to come out and for Ember and Thorax to be like, we're both the rulers of two nations of former assholes. Of course we're going to get along. So, yeah, this ought to be good. This ought to be good. Also, you know, I'm just really looking forward to seeing Ember again because she was, like, female dragon of season 6 is, what? I don't even know what I'm trying to say right there, but yeah, Ember was awesome, and I do have a bit of a fascination with female dragons. Dragonesses seem pretty cool. I wouldn't mind them really existing. Let's just watch the episode. So we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Got the banner for dragon.
Are the flowers in place? By which I mean completely out of view.
What?
I'm pretty sure dragons don't like flowers. And what about the ceremonial dragonfire flame of friendship? Is it still flaming?
I think so, yes.
Spike, everything looks great. You're getting yourself worked up for no reason.
I have lots of reasons. In fact, I wrote them down.
You've been hanging around Twilight for too long.
Just a little bit.
Reason number 1, I invited Dragon Lord Ember to Ponyville today. Reason 2, the Dragon Lord is a dragon. Reason 3, she's coming here to learn more about friendship.
According to Ember's letters, the dragons are trying to be friends, but competing is in their nature, and it's leading to more and more fights.
Which brings me to reason number 4. The Dragon Lord wants my advice, and as the new official equestrian friendship ambassador to the dragons, I can't let her down.
I know you feel a lot of pressure, but you've got this, Spike.
Of course he does.
I just want things to be perfect. Thorax! You're in Ponyville!
Of course I am, silly. You invited me, and I'm not one to back out of an invitation. Hey, Twilight! Hey, Starlight!
Hey!
Uh-oh. They're like, oh crap.
You did all this for me.
Two visiting.
Love the stage. What's this flame thingy? Oh, it's pretty.
He is so much a dork.
Apparently.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. How are you going to entertain them both?
I have no idea.
Oh. So yeah, Thorax is still a dork, by the way. I didn't quite realize that. I mean, he was pretty calm during the ceremony getting a medal back in episode 1. But now, yeah, it's clear, full-on dork still. He loves hanging out with Spike. He loves just hanging out. It's kind of adorable, also kind of weird. Because, I mean, yeah, like, right now, yes, Thorax's new design definitely looks weird. I have a feeling I'll be used to it by the end of the episode, but definitely looks weird.
I completely forgot. Thorax wrote and said he needed to talk, and I told him to come over.
Needed to talk, huh? About what?
What am I gonna do?
Also, who wrote this one?
Well, maybe they'll like each other.
Probably not. Ember is tough and self-assured.
Josh Hamilton. I recognize the name, but I don't remember what he's written.
I'm so glad you invited me. You are one of my closest, nicest, most caring, most understanding friends ever. Ooh, is that ice in the shape of a dragon?
Yeah, I see your point. They might not get each other.
Or worse, they'll hate each other. And if the leader of the Changelings and the Dragon Lord get into a fight, well, I could be responsible for starting a war that could ruin Equestria as we know it!
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, Oh, I like this. That was a cool imagine spot.
Pull it together.
But,
Thorax,
there's a lot I have to say about that. I'll probably wait until
Well,
later.
honestly, no, not really. I have indigestion. I'm not sure if it's the new diet or stress or maybe it's both. Yeah, it really could be both. And it might be affecting my sleeping too. I'm a real tosser and turner.
sounds like you really need to unwind. How about a trip to the castle? You can't miss that view.
Yes, the castle. I'll give you a personal tour.
Aren't you coming?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab some ice cream for us and catch up.
Spike. Badass, of course.
Dragon Lord Ember! As the official equestrian friendship ambassador for the Dragonlands and for Ponyville, I, Spike of Ponyville, welcome you to Ponyville. I gotta work on my official speech.
Okay, thanks.
She just wanted to hang out.
Right, the hug thing. This place has a lot of colors. In the Dragonlands, everything's just rocks or the color of ash. That's probably why. Hey, Twilight!
Actually, I'm Starlight. Starlight Glimmer. Nice to meet you.
Oh, sorry. I'm really gonna have to get used to these pony names. Lots of lights and shiny things. So where's Twilight?
Oh my god, I just realized they're meeting for real after Twilight's Imagine spot in episode 1. And they're getting along perfectly fine. If a little bit awkwardly.
You're making weird noises. Do you have a stomach ache?
I think I feel one coming on.
Well, you know what us dragons say. Push past the pain. Now let's go.
Or we could stay here.
Or I could go without you.
I like her.
Of course you do. Oh, I love it.
Good. They're not here.
What was that?
I said it's all clean in here. You must be hungry from your travels. Please, I'd love to present you with an official friendship welcome banquet.
Is she eating the castle? Nope, she's eating the bowl.
So this is something friends do? I can get used to this.
She's just as much of a dork, too.
Fine, but you're telling Twilight what happened to her wall.
Hey, Spike's done that before, too.
Just keep her here.
Okay, at least in the
Enjoy all
fandom.
the crystal things.
Where are you going? I thought this was an official friendship banquet.
Just gotta use a little dragon's room.
So, this is my comfy chair for fictional reads. This is my studying chair because the hard back keeps me awake.
Oh, Spike! I'm so glad you're here.
I thought you were getting ice cream.
This castle visit is getting weird. Twilight really likes chairs. What happened?
Starlight really likes kites.
They ran out. Hey,
Also, I just realized
sorry, but I gotta borrow Twilight.
my prediction came true, and also just like
Right back.
Starlight and Ember friends now.
Ember's here.
I know. I saw you coming and had to distract Thorax by showing him chairs. Why did you bring Ember to the castle of all places?
She wanted to come here.
No, Ember was asking for you. Thorax wants to talk with me. We need to switch places. They might be getting suspicious.
All we have to do is make both Thorax and Ember feel special and keep them apart for a few more hours.
Ah!
think it's the map. It's calling you.
What?
Apparently, you also have to solve a friendship problem.
What? What? Hang on a second.
Is calling me?
No, literally, I have to hang on a second. Like,
The map.
8:17. I'm. Wow. Okay. First of all, yes, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with Spike being called by the map. I'm okay with anybody being called by the map. But Spike's a dragon. What? Just like dragons aren't supposed to have the type of innate magic that pony stuff can whatever with. That's not supposed to be a thing. You know, I wondered before if Spike might not be like part pony, because like, I mean, he's the only dragon we've ever seen without wings, and he does seem a lot more ponyish. So I've just kind of had this thing in my head, like, is he part pony? Like, I've never really thought about it too much, but it would make sense. And like, a lot of people have wondered, well, like, Spike likes Rarity. Well, whatever happens if they ever get together, you know? Like, are they going to have a kid that's part pony, part dragon? And, like, a lot of people have come up with designs for that make look absolutely insane. Basically just a pony with dragon attachments. But what if Spike's already part pony? Like, that would indicate that a pony and a dragon have been a couple in the past. And they were like a full dragon and a full pony. So, I mean, it's just a thing here that I'm thinking about. It's also, I just realized that the thing that's hovering over the map is Spike's entire head. It's not just a cutie mark, it's his entire head. That's hilarious. Also, his crest is glowing, and it's just his crest. It's not like all the way down his tail or anything. It's just on top of his head. So that's kind of weird. This Yeah, I just had to pause and talk about that for a moment, because that's just like a boom, mind-blown type of thing. I'm so sorry if this has taken anybody out of watching it, but that was just a big thing that I couldn't deal, because I didn't know this was happening. If I had known this was happening, I would have talked about it before the episode even started. I would have just been like, oh, okay. But no, I didn't know this was happening. This is for me probably what the Starlight thing was for everybody else. And I can imagine that, like, when people watch this, they're going to freak out too. But they might freak out more than me. They might freak out less than me. I don't know. But jeez, that caught me off guard. And no wonder it's called Triple Threat. I was wondering about that. Like, why is it Triple Threat? Because there's Ember and there's Thorax. What's the third thing? Now we know. All right, so let's start this thing. Oh, wait, before we do, also, this was me wondering, like, oh, is the map ever going to come back? Because, I mean, we saw Starlight, and that's kind of been it. But no, now it's coming back. And also, I just realized that, yeah, when they walked in the room, I was kind of wondering, like, why is the map active? Like, why has it got the holograms on it? Usually, like, if it's not actually leading them somewhere, it's just kind of blank. But no, had the holograms, and now we know why. Because it was activating. All right, so now we can restart this. We are at 8:17. We will restart it in 3, 2, 1, play.
That was really reaching out. Not a good time. I get it.
Spike, are you here? Ember's eaten all of Twilight's decorations and...
Oh, hey, Twilight.
Glowing map. Glowing spikes.
That's not good.
I know!
That was a pretty high jump.
At least your friendship problem is in Ponyville?
Okay. To pull this off, I'm gonna need both of you to help. You two need to keep Ember and Thorax separate while I get Ice Cream.
You mean find the friendship problem?
Yes! Go easy on me. I'm under a lot of pressure.
So what's...
Friendship problem? Any pony got a friendship problem here? Any problems to solve? Friendship problems? Friendship problems? Any pony got a friendship problem here? No? Okay.
Well, I think vanilla strawberry cream is overused.
No way.
Fighting!
No way.
I mean, what seems to be the problem?
Ember, Ember, there you are.
Okay, right. More pony hugs.
How's your trip to Ponyville so far?
Well, I'm certainly learning a lot about friendship. I had no idea it was polite to decorate your walls in your friend's favorite foods.
She's like, I don't know how to feel about this.
I feel like I'm being avoided.
No, they're just making sure everything is perfect for your welcome party later. In the meantime, how about I show you around town?
Sounds good. I can't exactly learn about friendship if I don't make new friends.
He's like,
Hey, Thorax. Twilight and Spike had some boring official paperwork to deal with, so looks like you and I get to hang out. What would you like to do?
But I wanted to talk with Spike. He said he'd be right back.
Oh, you will, but first, how about we grab a bite to eat?
Huh, well, you know, now that you've said it, I am a little hungry. Is there a dining room in the castle?
No! I mean, yeah, but that's castle food. If you want the good stuff, we gotta go to town.
Why would you say...
And that's why you should never let cupcake flavors get in the way of your friendship.
Huh. I guess I never thought of it that way. Thanks, Spike.
They're right there.
Oh, come on, Glow!
Spike! There you are. Done with your boring paperwork, I see.
Yep. I am done with whatever Starlight says I was doing.
Thorax wanted to get out of the castle. I thought coming to town was a really, really
So,
great idea.
wait a minute. Is it all going to come together? Is the friendship problem definitely going to be between him and Ember?
I'll leave you guys to it.
Like,
First
they
of
need
all,
to become
I wanna
friends
say
or something like
thank you
that?
for having me over. I'm in a bit of a leadership pickle, and I could use some advice.
Well, I definitely want to help you out as quickly as possible.
Here's my problem. There's this renegade group of changelings who still feed off of love. Even though
Excuse
I say,
me?
Hey, let's not do that anymore. They say,
Yes!
Hey, this is how we've been doing
And
things
they
for
wanted-
hundreds of years. But it's like they don't want to. Even though I'm the leader and I ask.
Blech. They're like, oh hey, Princess Twilight likes her. We might as well like her too.
Hello! I am Ember, daughter of Torch, winner of the Gauntlet of Fire, and lord of all dragons.
Yeah, that is not how you make friends here.
Usually when I do that, the dragons are eager to meet me.
That's not how ponies make friends.
Ah, I get it. This is a weird friendship thing you ponies do, right?
No, you just smashed Derpy's muffin.
You guys are in town too?
What are you talking about? You've been with me this whole time.
No, I'm Starlight.
Oh my.
Right. I'm sorry, but you can't blame me. You both look and act so much alike.
What?
Yeah.
They just keep saying the same thing. You know, I think my leadership problem started in childhood. I must have been...
What the?
And you definitely got to hear it. But the story about my brother was when I was 2. Or was I 1?
This is my seat. I saw it first.
Well, I got here first.
Thorax, excuse me for a second. Ponies, please, if I may. I think I can help solve this friendship problem. You two should sit together. You both like the same place, you both ordered muffins, you're both ponies. I think if you made a little effort, you'd find... Oh!
Perfect.
Okay, that had to have done it. Come on, Spikes, glow!
That's totally gonna be exploited.
That
It looks like he's
was really
taking a
great
poop.
advice. So, what do you think I should do?
Actually, I need a minute alone to really come up with great advice. I'll be right back.
Great. No problem. Leave me again. It's fine.
I'm just saying, you're both purple ponies with purple hair. You both have cutie marks with sparkly things.
Mine's more of a glimmer.
We're
How is that different? Oh, good.
so meta here.
Can you please tell these two I'm right? They look very similar.
Well, you know, one thing friends do is let something go when it's upsetting some pony else.
But I'm right. Besides, who are you to be telling me about friendship? I've barely seen you all day.
Well, I've seen you.
Are you calling me a liar?
Hey, no one yells at my friend.
Whoa! Jeez! We've never seen a changeling fight
Get away from the bear!
like that.
Actually, the bear is a changeling, and he's quite gentle.
Not anymore.
Jeez. Here's your real friendship problem, Spike.
My worst fears are happening.
Also, that's a cool visual. The halves of his eyes right down the slit pupils.
Back away, Spike.
How
I'm not
were
gonna
they
let this
like? That
dragon
was.
climb a scale on your back.
I'm not. Never mind.
I'm not gonna let you harm him! Wait, did you say you're not gonna let me harm Spike?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing.
What?
Yeah, what?
Equestria, as we know it, is over. The war that pits changeling against dragon is about to begin, and it's all my fault. My title of Equestria's Friendship Ambassador is a lie. Oh, hey, you guys aren't fighting?
Why would we be fighting?
Because I accidentally invited you both over to Ponyville on the same day?
So what?
So, I was trying to keep you apart because I didn't think you'd get along.
Oh, I get it. You thought he wouldn't like me just because I'm a dragon and I'm bad at friendship?
No, of course not. But, wait, isn't that why you're here?
I can say I'm bad at friendship. You can't say it about me. You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, please!
Yeah, so haven't been talking much, but
Cool.
yeah, this is
You
all
thought
very
I'd be too
obvious
soft
that
and
it's
someone like Ember would never
those two need
just like my
to.
own changelings.
No, that's not it!
Well, it's actually like it's all three of them. They all need to just sit down
What have I
and talk.
done?
Ooh, water. We haven't seen water much lately. Ah, just taking stones into the lake.
Why are you still here?
Because I'm having trouble leading my pack.
Aw, that's adorable. She looks like a cat.
Wait, you're in charge? Oh, boy, you need to be more assertive.
Well, that's my problem. I don't know how.
Talk to
I tried asking
Fluttershy.
them to please follow my directions. I even offered a prize, and then...
Shh! Stop talking. That's how you do it.
Whoa.
Oh.
It just gave me chills.
You have it in you. You turned
Shipping?
into a bear to defend Spike.
I ship Spike and Rarity, so I'm okay with shipping Ember with Thorax here. Like, that's... It's different, but I'm okay with it.
There's nothing to be unsure of. You're the leader for a reason. Make a decision and let it be known that the decision is final. And if that doesn't work, turn into a bear.
Well, that's good advice.
I know it is.
So, what's your deal? Why do you think you're so bad at friendship?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you have to. How else are you going to solve your problems?
Through feats of strength and fire duels, of course.
Yeah!
How does that help?
Crushing another dragon in competition establishes my dominance and makes me feel great.
Right, but how do you think they feel?
Humiliated, ashamed. They probably want to run away and bury themselves under a rock and never come out. They're probably sad, kind of low, definitely not happy.
That's because that kind of competition can divide you. And it doesn't get to the heart of the issue. Talking about your feelings does.
They are so close together.
I think I'm allergic to feelings.
You know, you don't have to be sappy or huggy-feely about it, but you should let your friends know how you feel.
I know where we can start.
Where? Oh, Spike. I got there.
Wow.
I think they're gone. They probably never want to see me again.
Or they want to see you now.
And starts like
What's
I'm getting out of here.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Let me talk about this. I feel mad.
Okay, that's a good first attempt. Now maybe try to be more specific.
I'm upset.
You have every right to be.
I know I do. And I know I need to tell you how I feel because my friend Thorax said it would make me feel better. And it does.
Yeah, I have no problem.
I now want to see
what you did
Paradox
wrong,
in here
my
because
friend Ember
this is very much
helping
reminding me of the
your
episode Too Far.
Whoa.
Nice.
You guys
I love them
shouldn't
together.
me. I was so worried
This is
about how it
amazing.
could go wrong. I didn't
This is
even think
amazing.
about how it could go right. Can you forgive me?
I really do feel better. So, yeah, I'm good.
Me too.
Again?
No way! It's finally happening! I solved the friendship problem!
Actually, you created the friendship problem by not trusting your friends.
Yeah, but then I solved it by learning my lesson. I should have told my two friends about each other immediately, instead of assuming they wouldn't get along.
Good job, Spike.
Yeah, okay, worst written map
Telling each other what you
thing
learned all the
ever,
time?
but still.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. So, as a show of unity, I present the Dragonfire Flame of Friendship to both Dragon Lord Ember and Thorax, leader of the Changeling Pack. May the flame of friendship burn for eternity.
You should have more things made of rocks.
Your fire blows up rocks, but... well, that was cute. I have to pause right now, and I'm kind of glad for it, but, yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm sure I'll have a lot to say when I get to it. Okay, so I'm back, and, yeah. This episode, not as good as the previous one or the one before that, definitely not. Maybe not even as good as Discordant Harmony, but still pretty decent episode, maybe slightly above average. Maybe it's now taken the place of the most average episode. The map element, I think, was the weakest part. I like seeing that Spike can be called by it. I'm not really sure it was necessary overall. Like, it was just basically giving him something extra to worry about, and, like, he didn't even really need it. It could have just been a thing of he went into town to just de-stress or something for a minute. Like, he's like, guys, I need a minute alone. I need to go off by myself for a little bit and think about things. Or something like that. Or it could have just been like, you know, he and Thorax decided to take some time out on the town while Ember stayed there, and then Ember was like, hey, why don't we go into town and make some friends? And so Spike was with Thorax, and he kept getting distracted by trying to help other ponies because he's just a naturally helpful character. And then Ember showed up and everything went to hell. They could have done that instead. It would have been pretty easy, I think, to do. But overall, it was still pretty decent as an episode. One thing that definitely sticks out in my mind is that a lot of people ship Ember and Spike. It's pretty much inevitable that they got shipped as soon as that episode premiered. I was one of the few who never really shipped them. I saw them as being definitely good friends, kind of having a little bit of a sibling dynamic almost, maybe a little bit. But I don't know, I've always shipped Spike and Rarity pretty hard, and I saw Gauntlet of Fire as being like confirmation to me that Rarity feels the same way as Spike does, and she's just kind of waiting for him to grow a pair, basically. But one thing, like in this episode, because I don't ship Spike and Ember, I am perfectly okay with shipping Ember and Thorax, and that is something that I never thought I would do. Though, in hindsight, it actually works for me, because I've seen something where Ember was in a relationship with the changeling before here. I'm not really sure how to bring this up because I don't want anybody going out and searching for this thing. It's actually a very horrible, horrible story thing that I've read. And, I hope none of you ever read it because it is definitely the most, well, one of the most horrible things that I've ever read. Like, worse than Cupcakes. We'll just say that. But in it, Queen Chrysalis and Ember they actually became a bit of a couple. And yeah, this was full on villain Chrysalis, and she was still the good guy by default because there was somebody so much worse. So yeah, it worked out, funnily enough, that they were a couple, and they were a good couple together. Actually, it worked out pretty well. In the story, I was okay with it. But no, here this is even cuter, actually. Just because, in my point of view, in a relationship, both people are going to prop one another up a little bit. They're going to bring out the best in each other, and they're going to make each other become more than what they already are. And we saw that with that scene by the lake. They were both teaching each other. They were both becoming better. And like, with friends, it's kind of a bit more of a subtle thing and a bit more slowly over time type of thing. With that at the lake, that was shipping fuel to me on the highest level. And I am perfectly okay with it. Oh, that worked too. That worked too well. Otherwise, for this episode, there was a fair amount of actually interesting visuals going on here. The Spike's Imagine spot was pretty good. The scene there at the lake where Ember blew up a freaking boulder, that was really nice. And of course, the almost fight. So yes, all around pretty good in terms of visuals. In terms of what was I thinking about here? Just oh right, Lyra Bonbon fighting. That was just wow. I was not expecting that, and yet thank you for putting that in. They could have been any two ponies, really. They could have been, but Lyra Bon, perfect. Other than that, let's go back for a moment and actually talk about that bear thing right there, because here's the thing, we've never seen changelings directly, like, use, their powers for combat. Like, we've seen changelings in combat before in the Season 2 finale, and they either they were either used their whole body as a weapon, like when they were bombarding the streets, or they use like their, I don't know what you call it, but they secrete that goo type stuff that they can use to trap ponies, or they tried using trickery. They shapeshifted into the other members of the main six to confuse everybody, and there was kind of a brawl there. But shapeshifting into a pony doesn't really afford them any advantage besides the deception and trickery. Thorax shapeshifted into a freaking bear that's even bigger than Harry the bear that Fluttershy's friends with, and way scarier looking, honestly. And he was about to attack Ember, and we have to assume that means that when changelings change shape, they actually gain the properties of the thing that they're imitating. So if a changeling wanted to survive a really huge drop, all they'd have to do is turn into a rock. like a diamond, actually, because diamonds are so hard that nothing else really can break them. So yeah, if a changeling just turned into a diamond in midair and they were while they were falling, they would survive. Apparently, based on the logic of turning into a bear to fight. That would work. So yeah, I mean, I really that's pretty cool. As for what else was there? Oh right, Ember mistaking Starlight for Twilight twice. And then arguing that they're very similar. Hello, fandom thing that really feels like it should have been in the last episode. I mean, that's just perfect. Fans have been arguing about, oh, they're too similar. Oh, they're like, she's trying to take Twilight's place. It's like, yeah, fine. I don't care. They are similar, but that's kind of the point. They're superficially similar, I should say. The only reason that Starlight actually acts anything like Twilight is because she's spent the time with Twilight and actually learned stuff. But we know that she's not the same as Twilight. Specifically because after Ember arrived and she acted the way that she did, Starlight was just kind of like, yeah, I like her. Which, I mean, that's what I would say, but it's not something that Twilight would say. So it's a good contrast. And is there anything else off the top of my head here? Unnecessary map and shipping and just a couple of cool things about each of them. Was this necessarily Spike's strongest episode? No. Overall for this episode, I mean, yeah, Spike just kind of made things worse. He created a problem where there really wasn't one, which is kind of an older thing that I really thought we were kind of moving past. Because, I mean, you look at other episodes that Spike has been in for Season 6, especially Season 6, and, I mean, he hasn't really been shown all that prominently in Season 7, now that I think about it. I'm trying to think, let me just bring this up here. Flurry of Emotions, he was really good in that episode. He was trying to keep things moving forward. He was in Honest Apple for a moment as Rarity's little assistant there, but otherwise, not really. He didn't really show up in a Royal Problem except for at the beginning to close Twilight's mouth. And yeah, so this is really Spike's first real big episode for the season. He's been a supporting character and a really good one in... Actually, I forgot about in All Bottled Up, but yeah, he was in All Bottled Up and in A Flurry of Emotions, and he was a really good supporting character there. He had smaller roles in a couple of other episodes, but this is his first really big episode. This is definitely the Spike episode of the season. Unfortunately, it's not as good as Gauntlet of Fire was. So, I mean, it's not even as good as, I would say, Dungeons and Discords, which was another pretty big Spike episode for last season. So, yeah, I mean, it's not the best Spike episode, not the best showing. He created the problem, and then he was like, yay, I solved the problem. It's just like, yeah, but you created it. And they even lampshaded that in the episode itself. Which, by the way, can we just say that Starlight would be a very good brony, because she just reacts to everything the way we would. But no, it wasn't the best Spike episode, and it just overall... If they'd just done that one thing that I said, if they'd cut out the map part and just had it be that Spike learned his lesson at the end, I could have dealt with him creating the problem. I could have dealt with it, because it's a very natural problem to create. But including that map thing just kind of felt like a Deus Ex problem type thing. Like, it just kind of... It wasn't necessary. There was an easy way to structure it without the map that would have led to the same situation. So... there you go. But other than that, I mean, it was fun. And it definitely isn't the worst episode of the season. So, yeah. All good there. Now, that's it for episodes this week, thank goodness. I still have a couple of shorts to watch. And there's 2 that I haven't actually found yet that I'm going to go try and find right now. So, four shorts to watch. But we'll see. We will see. Until next time, though, as for episodes, yeah, until next time. See you then. Goodbye. I'm going now.